Hello everybody, welcome back to the Dwarven Steam Mine, and welcome to Train Sim World 5. This is the most recent version of Train Sim World, which has been out for a few years now, but I have yet to play it. I have dozens and dozens and hundreds of hours into Train Sim Classic. I have thousands of hours into old Train Z games, and I also have probably several hundred hours from Microsoft Train Simulator from way back in the day. So this will be fun experiencing Train Sim World. I haven't bought it. I have it on Xbox Game Pass for the time being, which to me it's free. So if anybody else has Xbox Game Pass, then make sure you can look out for that to see if it is available to you. I'm missing something here, aren't I? Alright. So on today's episode, we will be going from just outside of London to the well-known city of Milton, Keynes. We will be taking this BR Class 66, number 66212, all the way to Milton Keynes with a freight train. I haven't actually seen what we're hauling. Oh. Containers. Good. Lovely. So, that will be today's journey. This will be an exciting session for me. I've done enough in Train Sim World over the last couple days to figure out the intricacies, because there are a lot of intricacies compared to other train simulators that are out on the market or even previously available. This one being one of them, being that you can actually get up and step out of the cab and onto the train and into the train cars and stuff. If anybody's played any of the tutorials and stuff in this game, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because it'll introduce and chat your ear off while you sit in the passenger coaches. So, yes, that's fun and interesting, but nobody's here for that. We're all here to drive the trains. So, the London to Milton Keynes route, it only comes with a few locomotives, which are the Class 66 and two passenger units. I think they're both. I think one's a DMU and one's an EMU. So, not much, but you know what? It's enough. There are 3 free routes available on Xbox Game Pass for Train Sim World 5. That being this one, Los Angeles to San Bernardino, and I believe Frankfurt to Munich, or München. So, if anybody's interested, like I said, go look at those. I was given a month of Xbox Game Pass, and I've been enjoying it, which allows me to do things like look at trains. So, this is good. Give her some more power here. I believe this is an 8-notch system in here. Yes, it is. Go to notch 5 as we depart this time. This will probably be a rather quiet and subtle gameplay. Is my AWS not on? Oh my god, I'm free! Oh my... what do any of these buttons do? I don't know. So if you see in the top right, it has 2 units of measurement, which I don't know if one of them is passenger and the other one's freight. Actually, that would make a lot of sense. I know on some of the American trains, you can actually set the brakes and other things to passenger or freight, which is is kind of funny because a lot of the American engines in the San Bernardino route are passenger engines, or built to be, but I guess it means they're more versatile that way. Alright, we're going to drop down some throttlage, since we're getting close to our speed limit of 75. I've been seeing online recently, in all honesty, I've been seeing Microsoft Train Simulator kind of making a resurgence, and it fills me full of joy on one hand, but on the other it makes me sad because I don't think Microsoft is frankly interested in making another train simulator game because it's such a niche market. The fact that if anybody watches videos like this means that you are a massive nerd, and that makes you special and unique in your own way. However, it is just such a niche market that I highly doubt Microsoft is interested in. It was several years between Microsoft Flight Sim 10 and 11 that they did anything with it. Granted, both of those were fantastic. Maybe I'll do some flying on Microsoft Flight Sim 11 one day. But yeah, it's a niche market, and one of the things that people have been asking for years was multiplayer from railroad games, railroad simulators, which is now available through Railroads Online, Derail Valley, as seen before. That's another one. I think it's Railroader. But we now have railroad simulators with multiplayer. And if anybody's seen Scotty and I play it, you will know that we've had an absolute blast playing it. Just being able to have one person shunt part of a train and another person shunt it into a siding, or have us push-pull trains and stuff. It's fantastic being able to add that social concept to it. And I know that Train Z has had that for a long time, but it was never a thing, to my knowledge, in Microsoft Train Simulator, and it probably wouldn't be again if they came back. Which is a shame, because it's fun in its own niche way. Something that Scotty and I wanted to do for a long time was just be able to, he brings me loaded wagons and I unload them so he can take them on a return trip or something. Something similar to that idea. We've been wanting to do that for ages now and just haven't been able to. Which is something that still isn't fully available in the likes of Derail Valley. I'm not sure about other train simulators, as I haven't had time to look. And part of it, as well, of me not looking is I don't want to spoil it. I'd seen a few minutes of Train Sim World content, mostly on the Flying Scotsman pack, because I know that for a long time Train Sim World didn't have steam engines in it. They were totally revamping all that. So it's been a journey, but I don't look into much things beforehand. I kind of just jump straight into it. One of my fondest memories from Microsoft Train Simulator would have been the Seaview 5 stuff, which I absolutely adored. Seaview is what got me into online railroad games, into Train Z, into MSTS, and actually a part of it got me into modeling, railroad modeling as well. Ooh! There's one of the EMUs or DMUs that you can run. I don't know which one. Another 1972 stock. Hello. But if nobody knows what C-View is, go and open a new tab on YouTube right now and search MSTS C-View at the rail yard. He used to post reviews on different maps and stuff. And one of my favorite videos of his, actually probably my favorite video of his, is him reviewing C-View. He does a fantastic job of describing it and just showing you some of its quirks. Am I just going to waffle on for an absolute immeasurable amount of time? Yes. Oopsies, I wasn't paying attention. We're speeding! Something I have noticed about Train Sim World here is that a lot of the controls are the same or similar to Train Sim Classic, including, you know, WASD being your throttle and reverser, space being the horn, B being the bell, the colon and semicolon keys being your main brake systems. So that is nice. I don't have to learn entirely new controls or anything. I can just continue being a shitter. Which is also funny because all the controls that Dovetail used for Train Sim Classic were almost the same as they were in Microsoft Train Simulator. So isn't that a real humdinger? Something that was nice about... Oh, I do have an inclinometer. Never mind! Didn't even notice. I was about ready to talk smack. Turns out it was unnecessary. A lot of these signals are red, but I do wonder if that's just shunting signals. Go, Tom. I've been waffling on for so long now, I ever have shit to talk about. Part of me is still so surprised about how immersive this game is. It's just phenomenally in-depth. Like, in Train Sim Classic, most of these switches didn't work. You'd have cab lights, maybe, and maybe heavy instrument lights, but you wouldn't have had anything like this. Switch the lights to nighttime, because, well, it's nighttime, clearly. Your demister wouldn't have worked, testing the brakes wouldn't have worked. None of this data operator interface thing would have worked. None of this would have... It all works. It all works. It's just... It's amazing. Oh. That was my signal. We'll be back after this short mid-roll.
Rats, we're rats. We're the rats.
Alright, we're back in a 350 class, which I think is an EMU? I hope so. Again, is this signal from me? Well, what the hell is this signal doing all the way at the end of the platform? I can't see that. That's terrible. Now, with this being on the passenger network instead of the freight network, that should mean we can go faster. In theory. A 1 in 71 incline? Holy shit. What's DRA? I don't know what it is, but it shut off my throttle. Pantograph, that's essential. Power reduction. Do I not have a cab light? I do. Is that the heater? I don't know. Ooh, speed up. I missed that. Let's go. these lights are super helpful. I can't see a fucking thing. Ah. I see the light at the end of the tunnel, though. And back in the daylight. Oh, some colorful graffiti. Look. The door. Wow. Okay. Seeing the pantograph there tells me that this is an electric unit for sure. Also, I haven't seen a single train on the line other than at the station. Oh, I missed an 82. God, I need to pay attention! Holy shit. Yay, I've driven 3.5 miles in the 350/1. I feel so proud. I think my parents would too. So 12 miles, we need to stop at Watford Junction. Which I think is still in the Greater London area. Is it not? I don't know. I'm fascinated by the... Oh, that's not the unit. Hello. I'm fascinated by the United Kingdom, but no fucking nothing about it. Holy shit, the speed changed again. Faster! Faster! Holy shit. We're really cooking now. Looks like we're going. Oh, no Doppler effect. Interesting. I love the Doppler effect. It's something stupid in that it's too simple to understand, and it's just fun. Now, I think we're supposed to go all the way to Milton Keynes again, with this 350 class. But I don't know if I set it up right, or if we're just stopping at Watford to pick up passengers. I frankly don't know. Oh, is that the fastest I can go? Is 110? What's the yellow mean? What's the yellow mean? I'm sure it means nothing. I'm not gonna lie. It's not often that I run commuter services on anything, because I normally don't like to stop. One of the things in Train Sim Classic I love doing is I have a Great Western 8000 Cathedral class from Caledonia Works, I believe, which has the fictional Great Western Pacific of Cathedral class, and I will just use that and run, I don't know, 10-car, 8-car mail services on the West Coast. Sometimes on the Riviera line in the 50s. That's quite fun. So, yes, I don't usually run these modern units. I'm very much a steam and odd things. One of my favorite engines ever is the English Electric gas turbine prototype, the GT3. Which it's right up my alley. It's quirky and it's weird and obscure, and it's prototype. Oh, fuck, I forgot what wrong. Damn it. So it's just perfect for me. Therefore, I love it. Back when Dovetail used to stream Train Sim Classic stuff with what's his face, I can't think of his name, Dave maybe. I woke up extra early on a Saturday to watch the review of the GT3, and I'm now at a point where I can cold start it in my sleep. So it's a wonderful machine. It's fun to run. It's still pretty fast. I've used it in races with Scotty that I don't think we ever recorded, just back in the day. It's something so simple and weird looking, but it's so, I don't know. It's fascinating to me. It's also interesting to me in a sense that it is the only one of the it's the only one of the 3 gas turbine prototypes that doesn't exist. So that's upsetting. His name was Matt, wasn't it? A Dovetail guy. Was it Matt Paulman or something like that? I don't remember. But yes, I was there for that stream, and I believe I got mentioned. Maybe I'll go and find that clip one of these days. That was back when this channel I didn't really upload anything here. It was just for future use. Ah, there's our stop. It's further up. Sweet. Now start loading passengers. Mind the gap. Alrighty. Look at that! 35 by the end of the platform. God damn! Eat your heart out, Amtrak. Holy shit! I'm just kidding. I love you, Amtrak, especially when you run on time. Especially when you run on time. And when you don't cancel my train. That also makes me quite happy. Anyways, I like Amtrak, but I have had turbulent experiences with it, to say the least. Not that I know for sure if UK rail networks are much better, but or even Canadian ones for that matter. But I can say from experience that Amtrak is below par. I think I read somewhere that the best quality riding experience on the train is like Switzerland. I think the latest late time arrival on a Swiss train is 10 seconds. Compared to Amtrak, which in my current location usually averages to about an hour and a half, 2 hours late. So yeah, I don't know about you, but I know which one I would choose for reliability. Something I would love to do one day is actually ride a Canadian passenger service on Via Railway. I think that would be a very fun experience. If not, scenic. Right, so the next stop, 17 miles, will be for Leighton Buzzard. I think. Ooh, oh my, hello. Ooh. Oh, this is all the interesting stuff. Battery on, DC on, DC on. Cab lighting. Ha 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 ha! I knew there was cab lights around here somewhere. Anybody who has played anything from Train Z by Aurora will know that they have the superior route builder by far. It's quick, it's easy to use. You can download so much freeware stuff. Like millions and millions and millions of things for freeware. And actually, there's even millions and millions of things of freeware for rolling stock, locomotives. I started playing around with it with Train Z 2019. Ooh, hello. I'm overtaking someone. Haha, he's on the slow line. When I first started playing Train Z 2019 a few years ago, I think back in 2021, 22, early 2022, One of the first things I found was from Jointed Rail. This is not a plug. I just really, really, really fucking love stuff from Jointed Rail. Oh fuck, I think it's Jointed Rail. I'll look and see which one it is. But it's a freeware website. But they had all the main series of GS locomotives from Lima, including the GS2, the GS4, which people will know as the Daylights, GS6s, the West Pacific GS64s, and it came with an experimental GS locomotive for the Pennsylvania Railroad. And not only that, but they also have a full rake of Daylight coaches, and one of the Daylights even comes with an auxiliary tender. And I found all that, and I almost cried. It was all I've wanted to do for years was drive a full Daylight set in a train simulator, because Train Sim Classic never released proper Daylight coaches, which is frankly a fucking missed opportunity. They had the old Shasta Daylight coaches with that were white with the orange stripe at the top by the roof line, but that's it as far as I know. Something I have as well is I have most of the coaches, other things from the American Freedom Train, which is also fun to drive from time to time. There's just so much freeware stuff for trains these days that it's hard not to say that it's one of the best ones, which is kind of ironic because it was never designed to be a train simulator. It was designed to be a tabletop simulator to get an idea for how your model railroad would look, your basement layouts and your shelf layouts and stuff like that, how that would look up close and in person, and how they would kind of function and operate. And then it slowly kind of just formed into a train simulator. But that idea is, even today, is still very much prevalent. But I remember trying to build the routes and stuff in TS Classic, and it's just a bugger. It's so hard to connect tracks, especially when you try to add switches to it. It is the fucking worst and most infuriating thing in a simulator ever. It's incredibly tedious, and it doesn't even really fucking work. And at the time when I started getting into the Railworks engines with Dovetail and stuff, I think when I started playing Train Sim Classic, it was Railworks 2. And as of right now, I think they're on their 5th or 6th iteration of the Train Sim or the Railworks engine. So I've been playing since about 2012, and I remember I also had Train Z 2012, and I remember thinking that, holy shit, this is night and day. Judging a book by its cover, I can't imagine it is in fact a large station. Which hopefully that means it's just a quick drop and go, kind of like the last one was at Watford. Almost. Oh, booyah! This is nice. You can all, like, go away now. Oh, I hear the police. Time to run! You'll never take me alive, coppers! Oh, it wanted me to wait. Well, you know what? We're gonna be half a minute early. So, deal with it. It only wanted me to load passengers for 30 seconds anyways. What the hell's the difference? This fog is kind of relentless. It is not moving. Oh! Is this our last stop? It might be. Unless we're going all the way to Milton, Keynes, which I thought we were. I don't know. Maybe we're not. I don't know. Oh, we have to slow down to 60. Ugh. Don't wanna. Oh, then I'll go back to 75. Well, that still sucks. I want to do 100. Oh, I am doing 100. Never mind. Oh. It wants us to slow down because we're switching tracks. No, yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm sorry I questioned you. Not really. Oh, is it putting us on the slow track? Aww. That's not cool. We barely got up to speed, even though we got up to 100. The same acceleration as an old Bentley 4.5 liter. 0 to 100 in one eternity. And shit. Nearly fucking messed it up. 3 minutes you want me to sit here? 3 minutes? Ugh. Ugh. Cafe on this train or no? Need a cup of tea. I love the front ends of some of the ScotRail. Some of the ScotRail units where the whole walkway is like tilted backwards. It looks kind of weird like that. Close the doors. So we can depart in 3, 2, 1. We'll continue on to Milton Keynes. The #1 tourist destination hotspot. Definitely not a meme. Anybody who knows about Milton Keynes, let me know if it's a meme because of the name, or because of the shithole, or why it's such like a joke. Because I don't actually know the reason why. Kind of in the same way of Cornwall. I've heard that's a meme over there as well. Well, as we roll into the station, I would like to thank you so much for watching and for your time. I don't normally do these. Well, I do a lot of these solo adventure things on my own. And I do waffle on for quite a bit of time. But if you have enjoyed this, thank you again for your time. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. And with that, thank you, and we will see you all very soon. Bye-bye! Woohoo, look at that fucking scorage. I got a gold star! Yay!